the most important thing is to prioritize your family over your money. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they do the opposite. They put their money before the family. There was a story of a man who gets a phone call from his son. He was busy at work dealing with the customers, and he was working with his wife. So the wife picks up, and she hears her son on the other side of the line, and her son says, can I speak to dad? She says, yeah, sure, no problem. She gives the phone over to the father, and the son starts telling his father how difficult it is for him in college and also at work. And he says, Dad, if you have just a few minutes to hear me out. He says, yeah, just give me a second. He tells all his clients, can you guys leave the store for a few minutes? I have a very important phone call. He closes down the shop, picks up the phone. Yes, son, what do you have to tell me? He didn't realize it's going to take him so long to express everything that's on his mind. But they ended up on the phone call for 40 minutes. 40 minutes they were on the phone. He kept his father on the phone for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, the father validates his son. He says, this is the advice I would give you. And he bid him farewell. That was all. The conversation was over. He hung up. The mother saw this. She was a little bit upset. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the most busiest time of the day. Your father is working. Why are you bothering him now? You couldn't wait till the end of the day to catch him. Why are you calling him when you know he's busy? So later on that day, when they all came home, the mother said to her son, why are you calling the father at such an hour when you know he's a busy man? He has customers. He has to make money. He's trying to provide for you. And the son said, Mom, I'm sorry, you're right. I shouldn't have called him at such a busy hour. I thought it was only going to be a few minutes. It ended up being much more. And the father overheard the conversation, and he said, what are you talking about? The whole reason I'm working is because I'm working for you. I'm providing for you. Providing for you doesn't just mean providing for you with money. It means to provide for you emotionally as well. The whole purpose of me going out to work is to bring you food, is for me to bring you parnasah, to sustain you, sustenance. But my job is to also provide for you emotionally. How am I providing for you if I'm only providing for you physically, materialistically, but I'm not providing for you emotionally? So yes, just as important it is for me to take care of my clients, it's just as important for me to pick up the phone and speak to my son. You see, people prioritize their job over their kids. I mean, I think, I'm providing for my kids. I'm working all day for them. But how many parents come home when the kids are already sleeping and they have nothing to do with their kids? They come home at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the kids are in bed, and life goes on, and you have nothing to do with your kids. You don't have nothing to do with them. This is the time to build a relationship with them. This is the time to take advantage and opportunity. Don't squander it because you think you're providing for them. Because you're saying, oh, what do you mean? I provided for them, I brought the money. But that's not where providing ends. Providing is not just the money, it's providing emotionally to be there for them, to speak to them, to be there by their side. Because if you're not doing that, then you're really not providing. Providing means to be there, not just physically, but to be there for them emotionally.